Hi guys, what's up? Dan the Jamaican. Sorry that I haven't done a video for a while, but here's some COD Ghosts. As a lot of you will know, I haven't got COD Ghosts anymore, so this is footage that I recorded a while ago on the old recording software. I used to use Arcsoft Showbiz. I use Hauppauge Capture now, but at the moment my recording device isn't working for some reason. But anyway, this is just showing you what I thought of COD Ghosts, and it's going to lead on to a discussion of what made Call of Duty good to start with, and yeah, just stuff like that really. Well, what made Call of Duty good, in my opinion, is that it was, simple to say it as it was fun and it was action packed. You would find someone with it. Well, you'd find someone quickly, an enemy quickly that you could shoot. The maps were good; they were dynamic. Don't know what to think actually. What to say about them, but the perk system, stuff like that. Okay, they were very basic, but they worked, and stuff like that was kind of taken for granted. And I'm happy they tried to develop it, but they didn't really do it very well. They did alright in Modern Warfare 2, apart from they made a few of the perks just way overpowered, and they messed it up a little bit. But it was kind of going in the right direction by trying to improve it like that. But then it just didn't really work. Black Ops 2 almost got the perks right, I think. If they'd made the perks more balanced, with that 10-point system, that could have been a real winner. I think that could be what every Call of Duty is like. But anyway, for perks, this COD Ghosts gameplay is not particularly very good, but I'm just showing you, how to play COD Ghosts aggressively, and that it punishes you if you play it like that, really. You can't really play like that. It was early on when I hadn't been playing that much, and I was using the AK-12, as you can see, and I found this game alright to start with because it was just different to all the other Call of Duties. That's why I liked it to start with. It's very different to any other Call of Duty, but once you've played it a day, most people, I'm not going to say everyone, everyone has a different opinion, but once I'd played it a day of gameplay on the multiplayer, it just clicked. The switch clicked in my head that this game just wasn't very good, and I wasn't having that much fun. I thought, oh, I'm getting overly competitive because this is a good Call of Duty, and I realised, no, I'm getting overly competitive because I don't like the game and I want to actually get some kills. I want to fight people, and yeah, I decided to sell the game because I just didn't think it was really worth my time spending on this, as it's boring, and it just doesn't really work. This is probably the best map in the game, to be honest. Yeah, that's all I can say really. Warhawk, isn't it? It's alright. Nothing special about it. The layout is alright, but yeah, a lot of places to hide in, stuff like that. But at least it looks alright. Anyway, so going on to why Call of Duty was successful and was good. Well, basically, the pace of the game is the main factor of what makes Call of Duty good. That's why Black Ops 2 was reasonably good. There was always action. That's why it's still got quite a lot of people playing online on the game. Modern Warfare 3 still got quite a lot of people playing online, which surprised me because the action wasn't as much. But at least there was still, reasonably small sized maps, I guess. But this game really doesn't have that much action. This is one of the smallest maps, and it's one of the best maps really. It's like playing an old Call of Duty a little bit, but most of the maps don't really work, and yeah. Anyway, so yeah, map size basically, and making sure it's action packed, and making sure the running style fits with the map size, and to make it just, yeah. So that's probably one of the main things. Then I'd say the gun balancing. In Call of Duty Ghosts, I actually have to admit I do like the selection of guns. However, the gun balancing is pretty horrific. You're going to have some guns which are just so overpowered, it's ridiculous, and then some which barely do anything, and you just shouldn't use at all. I don't know really, but that's just my view of it. I thought the Honey Badger was pretty beast. I actually quite liked the MTAR just because I could aim with it quite well, but it wasn't actually that good. And the AK-12 for me was so overpowered once you got armor piercing on it and stuff like that. It was just great. That's the gun I'm using now. And You don't really need to use any other gun apart from this gun, let's be honest. It's just so overpowered, it's ridiculous. Anyway. Oh yeah, the snipers in this game. Yeah, they're really overpowered. I remember when I used to love quickscoping, I'm not going to lie. I used to really enjoy it. But I prefer quickscoping. And my favourite game to quickscope in is COD 5. You actually have to have a bit of, you know, aim when you are actually shooting. In Modern Warfare 2, even though I loved the game, I thought it was really fun. I loved the maps. It was kind of the start of a lot of new things in Call of Duty. But the quickscoping was actually pretty easy, let's be honest. Unless you didn't use Sleight of Hand Pro. So yeah, anyway, that's all I can say about that. But yeah, so the other point is gun balancing, making it fun, not making it too easy to use guns. I think the releasing too many sights like the Target Finder and Black Ops 2 and whatever they use now are just ruining the game. Thermal's alright, it should go as far as thermal. That should be it. There should be red dot sight, thermal, ACOG, iron sights, nothing else. No tracker sights, no any of this nonsense. Yeah, basically that should be it. Right. So I mentioned 2 points. What else made Call of Duty really good? Well, host migration was a good idea actually. I'll give them that. That did make it better. But when we went on to COD 4, there was just this sort of spark that made it really good, you know? It's just... I'm trying to think of what it was. It's just like the balancing of the game was just perfect. Like there wasn't that much annoyance to the game, you know? You wouldn't die from something annoying and that would just like make you want to go offline. And it made you want to keep coming back. It's kind of like those challenges they had. I think the challenges used to be better. The prestiging system I quite liked before. I actually quite liked the Black Ops 2 one though, saying that, Master Prestige, it was a good idea. But yeah, I don't know really. Maybe I'm being a bit picky, I think. But yeah, I like it that you got rewarded a lot for, you know, like you got loads of points for doing challenges in the like COD 4, COD 5. You got a lot of points, like a lot more than you get for doing challenges in the newer games. I like that. I think that was better. And it's really hard to think because you kind of have to just play it and feel it. DLCs, extra content. Well, they were going in the right direction, but I think the zombies weren't as good in Black Ops 2 as they were in Black Ops 1. I think they went over the top. I think the main thing about Call of Duty is keep the actual gameplay content reasonably basic. Okay, develop perks ideas, but in the actual game, this is my third point now. I finally thought of it. Sorry about this. In the actual game, gameplay mechanics, make them basic. Okay, you can mess around with the perks, make the character movement similar to COD 4, make the map sizes similar to COD 4. Make the graphics better like they are now, but base it around there. That's as far as I'm concerned. That would make it much better. You've got the gun balancing like that game as well. You know, you'd have a very good game because the graphics will look better. The perk systems are much more developed, and you would generally have a really good game then. But I just think that the map sizes don't work anymore. Gun balancing isn't as good as it used to be, and sorry about this. It's really hard to think. This is a really hard topic to talk about. Whatever I said is the third point as well was important. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. It wasn't a very good gameplay, as I said, but it was just something to, you know, just topics to talk about and what Call of Duty is really like playing. Feel free to subscribe or check out my other videos. Some of them are gameplays, some of them are commentaries like this. This is one of the worst gameplays on my channel, to be honest, but anyway, bye.